I'm going to tell you five tips that if you get it right, I tell you, just give yourself some time, your financial story is going to change. Guarantee. This has helped me and it's definitely going to help you. Personal development is key to whatsoever you want to do in this life. Let's even assume that you are not interested in making money. Right? You need to take your personal development as key, right? In terms of your relationship, your spiritual journey, your financial journey, your whatsoever it is. The difference between the rich and the poor is the risk-taking part of the rich. Your preparedness, your planning, your readiness and all of that, your shock absorber, you need to prepare your shock absorber in such a way that once those challenges come hitting you, you already know that they are going to come. In most cases, set up preventive measures to deal with them accordingly. Take action, no matter how little it is. So take action. Don't wait until things settle. It will never settle. Don't wait until you have everything figured out. It will never be figured out. I'm going to tell you five tips that if you get it right, I tell you, just give yourself some time, your financial story is going to change. Guarantee. This has helped me and it's definitely going to help you. Okay, if you are ready, let's go. If you are ready for number one, tell me I'm ready for number one. Thank you for joining this session. Kindly tell us where you are joining from so that we can interact easily, right? I want to know your name, perhaps where you are joining from, so you can actually be part of this session in form of an interactive session, right? Okay, let's go. I'm going to give you, like I said, 5 tips. These 5 tips, I found it very interesting. I think over 5, 6 to 7 years of my financial journey, I realized that these 5 tips I'm going to give you today are key to development, are actually key to harnessing massive wealth to yourself. Okay, now number one is, guess what it is? Personal development. Can I hear say that? Personal development. See, personal development is key to whatsoever you want to do in this life. Let's even assume that you are not interested in making money, right? If you are not personally updated, like Dr. Lumide Emmanuel always say, if you are not updated, that's if you are not updated, you are going to be outdated. If you are not informed, you are going to be deformed. If you are not learning, I don't know how he used to say it, but the truth is, you need to take your personal development as key, right? In terms of your relationship, your spiritual journey, your financial journey, your whatsoever it is. Meaning that you need to go down to learn the basics of why you are doing things and why things happen the way they happen. In fact, there was a time I took it upon myself to understand myself. Who am I? What are the things I'm good at? What are the things I need to discover about? What are the things I need to discover about me that I don't know? Sometimes I go talking to AI. Over the time I've been chatting with you, can you tell me about myself, please? I said, can you tell me some negative things you have observed about me by chatting with you? Can you tell me the good strength I have? And again, you take your time, consciously observe yourself, or you ask friends and family what they observe about you, what they perceive, what are the bad habits that you have. Even my staff in the office, sometimes I took out time to reach out to them on their DM. What are the good things you think about me? Sometimes I don't ask more of good things, but what are the negative aspects of me? What are the limitations? I don't usually say negative so that they will not get me wrong. Like some of them might not want to mention it, but tell them, ask them, what are the areas where you think I need to improve? Where can I do better? Most times, most of them will not want to talk, but you push them, let them tell you, because most of them will be giving you a sincere review of what you need to know. That feedback right there is what actually can help you improve on yourself. And in case they told you about the things you're already doing well, you might find a way of amplifying them. But the journey generally will mean that you need to first of all understand yourself. Who are you? Where are you lagging? And where are you better? And how can you make those places you are better best? And how can you actually stop the bad side of you? I think sometimes around 2019, when I began to realize that, look, I need to be very, very intentional about my journey. Do you know what I did? I had to go down and write all my bad habits. I know them better than anybody. So I wrote them down clearly and I started thinking about how to avoid them. Let me tell you one of it. I watch TV a lot, throughout the night I can be watching season film. Like even through the daytime I will still be watching it. Now what I ask myself is that, what am I actually gaining from it? Do you know that successful people don't watch TV, but they are the one that create the news? Some of you are watching me right now. One day you'll be seeing me in international TVs. In fact, outside the country you'll be seeing me flying up and down. You are watching me on my live session now, right? So a time will come that I'll be part of those who will make the news. So you just sit there and still be watching me. So I learned that those who create news don't actually get to watch it much. Sometimes they just need it somehow for updates, but they are not particular about it. By the way, whether they watch or not, they already have people on ground that will still tell them about what happened in the news. Is that amazing? Okay, so you need to find out about yourself through learning. You can read books, you can watch videos like this, get some podcasts, hook up to some YouTube channels, keep learning, talk to AI, get a mentor, keep reading, keep improving. This thing might take time. Like it might take, say for example, it's a journey that might take you say 1, 2, 3, 5 years. Okay, but once you can consistently form habits, like a reading habit now is just part of me. This morning I've read I think about 5-6 pages. I just cannot do without reading. Okay, so sometimes when I don't feel like reading, I have to watch some podcasts. I must have to learn something, or I talk to friends that are upstairs, they are good. Okay, so now if you are ready for number 2, type I am ready for number 2. Okay, now how many of you understand that? All right, number 2, risk taking. This is number 2. See, let me tell you what I understood. The difference between the rich and the poor is the risk-taking part of the rich. See, those guys, they can do things even when they are not sure. And guess what I observe? The people that are less privileged or that are not having much out of life, they are usually very, very careful in doing things. No. I'm not sure. No, you need to be careful. Like that's what we are taught in school. You need to be careful. You don't make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you are punished. That's what they told us in school, right? I tell you, when you come to reality of life, you must make mistakes. By the way, some of us are happy making those mistakes. This year like this, my company has lost a lot of money to mistakes, simple mistakes, like in millions, not in thousands. Okay, in millions of naira. A mistake that would have been corrected easily, but we had to suffer it. Why? Because that money was a school fees that we paid to learn from that experience. Okay, so today we are better, we are getting stronger because of those mistakes. Now when we fail, that's another thing. You have to be ready. I think I put up a write-up today. I don't know if I've posted it, but your reaction to failure, I think I've posted it. People are optimistic about the future. Like they can look at the vision, very beautiful. I want to make this, I want to make that. By 2025, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. But they forget that this and that you are saying come with it a lot of challenges. Take for example, you are just a starter and you are telling yourself by the end of 2025 I'm supposed to be making 50 million naira, for example. Now you have forgotten that before that 50 million naira will come, with it is a lot of challenges that you need to overcome to get the money. So when people are optimistic, they often forget that this thing has to come with challenges, and on solving those challenges, that's what makes you stronger. If it would have been easy for everybody to make the 50 million naira, you would have seen everybody is rich. So that's why you need to prepare. Your preparedness, your planning, your readiness and all of that, your shock absorber, you need to prepare your shock absorber in such a way that once those challenges come hitting you, you already know that they are going to come. In most cases, set up preventive measures to deal with them accordingly. But you have to be willing to risk things, trying new things, going new places, talking to new people. You just don't have to be afraid. In most cases, I found out that those things you are even afraid of, they are those things that will take you to places. They are actually those things that if you're able to overcome them, In the past, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot make a simple video, like not online live like this, just on my camera to say simple things and then record it and then post it. It is a very tough thing for me. But once I realized that was my problem, I had to write it down. This is my problem. Okay, what are the solutions? AI told me, number one, I should write affirmations. I need to be confirming it to myself. My subconscious mind need to register the fact that I can do this. I can articulate my words. I can speak better English. By learning, by this, by that, by practicing, by taking action, I need to come here, make at least online session, whether I'm ready or not, whether I have what to say or not. Let me just get started. Ladies and gentlemen, today is day 96 of our live video session. You can see that my story has changed. It's already changing. Okay, even when I noticed that back then I have a lot of ideas on my head, but the communication and how to do it, I don't know. I'm afraid. I doubt myself. Oh my God. And that's why I tell some of you that, see, the story is changing. And it's changing for me because I took the step. Okay, I risk it. Because a lot of you are here, you are more learned than me, you are more intelligent than me, you are more rich than me. But somehow you just find out that you have to listen to me, right? That's it. So the only way you can actually get ahead of others is if you try to risk. You need to take some steps even when you are not sure. You learn, you take some steps. Okay, now if you are ready for number 3, type I am ready for number 3. Please tell us where you are joining us from. Share this video with at least 10 persons. Also follow. Don't forget, follow. We are building a community. I keep telling you guys, and I want to raise people that we worth $1 million each. This is one of my first projects I'm going to be having on this internet, and watch me do it. If you want to be part of it, follow us. If you don't want, by the way, it's your choice. Yes, I often tell people that it's your choice to be poor. It's equally your choice to be rich. Being poor is not accidental. Okay? Also, being rich is not by accident. It's something that takes time. Your habits over the years is what actually formed you today. And I'm telling you that in the next 10 years, if you are not taking care to listen to this kind of thing, follow this kind of conversation, I tell you, your story might get worse because inflation will catch up, fuel price will catch up, foodstuffs will skyrocket, everything. So let's go. Number 3, if you are ready for number 3, type I am ready. Okay, taking actions. You see, these things I'm telling you, they are my practical story. It's amazing if you can follow some of these steps and try as much as possible to discipline yourself. You see, taking action, I found out that a lot of people will have vision. Probably at the end of this video, you might just feel like, oh, something has clicked on your head. Man, I've been wasting my time, right? Anytime you feel like that, that's an inspiration that will come to you. Like, you feel different, like, what? I need to do something, right? Don't allow it to die down. Don't you ever allow it to die down. That's a seed that has already been sown in you. This thing has been in you, but it has been sleeping. The lion in you, the seed, the garden, they are there, but they have been sleeping. Why? Because you are not ready. You have not been trying to water it by learning and applying, taking action, no matter how little it is. I just told you a while ago that I had to start coming here to do live session whether I'm ready or not. But you can see that my story is actually changing, whether you are feeling it or not. But myself, I can feel that, yes, I'm talking sense to people, right? And this is as simple, but a lot of people will not get it. So by the end of this video, go and sit down. What action can you take? What exactly are you interested in? And how can you discipline yourself to take it? No matter how little the steps are, just get started. They say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Sometimes I think it's not starting with a step. It starts from zero. A lot of you are even below zero. He said, I am happy. That's Abdullah Nana Aisha. He said, I am happy seeing you on my screen. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for encouraging me. These are the people that when I finally become a billionaire, right? Of course, we are going to drag it together with you, because I'm dragging a lot of you that are already commenting. We're going to do this together. So thank you so much for that comment and encouragement. It means a lot to me. Now let's go. Take action. Take action. No matter how little it is. If you want to read, like for example me now, I've promised myself that I'm going to make video 1000 days. And now today is day 96. Just bit by bit. I promised myself also that I'm going to read 1000 books. Guess how many I've read so far? I'm not going to tell you that. But every month I have a number of books that I must read in meeting up that target. I have an amount that I must make within some number of years. So I've break it down into years, I've broken it down into months, also into weeks, and even into days. Amazing. Some of you that have watched my video on this how to plan your daily task, it's amazing how people are talking about that video. You can get in touch with me. I'll just give you the link to watch for free. Maybe with time I can monetize it, because with the way people are talking about the value they gain from it, it's that amazing. So take action. Don't wait until things settle. It will never settle. Don't wait until you have everything figured out. It will never be figured out.